Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I'm Roxanne, and this is my channel, Alchemy of. Thank you all for being here, especially if it's a freaking Friday night. And if you're here watching me, that's awesome. I am very thankful that you decided to spend your time here. If you do decide, and even if you catch it on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Monday, it doesn't matter, right? Point is, you popped on. So thank you much. Kind of stuttered much. Ooh, to the view. I painted my nails. I was like, you know what? I had the time, and I went in and I painted them, and I changed because the sweatshirt got a little bit hot. Plus, I was making my fish and my rice, so I decided to go with the white rice. If those of you that know, you know because you watched the prior video. And so the prior video, I haven't changed the title yet. I was thinking of doing that because it was kind of like a heavy read. It was like a healing message for somebody that's stuck with any type of addiction, and so I got to figure out how to retitle that or reword that, or I don't know. But I'm going to go in at some point and change the title. And I don't know for, hopefully it'll pick up more if, people see this is what the read in that video was about. So, yeah, that way it can get to where it needs to go a little faster. And so for those of you that don't know, now you know, this is my girl, Lilith. In a world full of Eves, be a Lilith. It's one of my favorite shirts. So yeah, she's gonna hang out with us tonight also and make her presence known. Beautiful, beautiful goddess. She also represents rebellion. And so it's crazy because for those of you that, look into your birth chart, there is a black moon in Lilith. And that black moon placement in Lilith lands somewhere on your birth chart. You just got to look in there, and it's not a planet. Lilith is not a planet. It's just a space. Like they put it in the birth chart, and so everybody has one. And there are actual more, like, you could get deeper with it, because I think there's two different ways of looking at that Lilith placement. There's like a more specific placement, and then so in my birth chart, I do know what sign she shows up in. And so if you're interested in looking into that and what your Lilith placement is, I suggest you do so, because that can also give you a bigger picture of how, like, it can really open up your eyes and show you, okay, like the aspects and characteristics and why maybe we do the things we do or feel the way that we feel. And so yeah, she is also not just autonomy and resilience and strength and beauty. She's also, and besides the fact that she was Adam's first wife, she also is she's also a staple for rebellion. So we all got that rebellious streak in us. And I always wondered why I had I don't know, I'm not going to say anything, but I always wondered just certain aspects about myself. And so when you kind of look into certain things, it kind of explains a lot. So yeah, she I actually I love Lilith. So any hoobie woody, I put on the title, chat Friday Night Vibes, and to hang out with me, because I'm inviting you all into mi casa to hang out with me. Okay. And so for those of you that don't know, well, just so you do know, I speak sometimes where I want to speak the language. I want to speak Spanish. I grew up, a lot of my family, they all speak Spanish, but unfortunately, that was not passed down to me. I didn't really I picked it up. I can understand the majority of it, but speaking it in itself is, it's hard for me. I can only go so far or understand so much. But for some reason, I don't know. And it's crazy because both sets of grandparents on both sides, everybody was pure Spanish. A lot of aunts, uncles, pure Spanish. My mom and dad, Spanish. So I don't know what the heck. I'm kind of pissed off about that. Like, yo, what the heck? How come I'm not fluent? But I am not dumb either, though, when it comes to the language and what somebody is saying. I can pretty much pick up on it. I'm just not fluent. So with that being said, I don't know. It's Friday Night Vibes. I still have my music going on in the background. So if you hear a little faint something, it's because I am playing my jams back here. I still got I believe I said a song earlier. And I said Duran Jones and the Indications and Can I Call You Rose was on, but that is not, that came out wrong. It's the Sacred Souls. So sorry for that one, but that was yeah, no, I was talking about Duran Jones and the Indications and the songs they sing, and then Can I Call You Rose came on, and no, that's actually the Sacred Souls. And Sacred Souls is also beautiful, 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 beautiful band. That their area of music is very similar to like that oldies vibe and whatnot. So yeah, very beautiful music. And there's just so many more out there that I have not named. I mean, the list is growing and growing and growing, and it still grows every day because I still find new artists, that, pop up on my phone because it recognizes what I'm listening to. And so it'll give me, different artists. And so when I peek into those artists, it's like finding little golden nuggets of beauty and music along the way, and it really expands my knowledge and like, okay, the newer people coming out and maybe the people that have been there and I just never heard their music. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, if you see a little bit of like polish all on the skin, it's because I really I painted my nails with my glasses on, but I don't know, sometimes it gets a little bit. And then too, it's kind of hard, to kind of stay in the line of just, sometimes I'm just like, because by the time I do this hand's all fine and dandy, right? But then when you got to switch it over and hold shit with your left hand, if you're a righty, that's super hard. So then that's when I start fucking it up, and then it's paint everywhere. So if you see that, oh well, whatever. But I'm not gonna go and get my nails done to do what I did for free and go and pay fucking $80. No thanks. Yeah. I could do that if I wanted to. I did think about getting my nails done, but I was like, do I really want to do that and spend that kind of money? Nah, I'd rather spend that kind of money on a couple t-shirts and some tacos. That's just me though. I was like, no, or maybe buy another Oracle deck or another set of cards, tarot cards. I don't know. I've been looking into that, and but I'm so like, I have my deck that I hold it near and dear to my heart, and I just really like, we connect. And so I go back and forth on the idea of getting another tarot deck. And do I want to do that? Because it's learning. It's like when you get a new cell phone or a new whatever, but it's more deeper though, the meaning. Getting a new tarot deck doesn't just mean like, like you bust open the box and you pull it out and you start playing with it. It's not even that. It's more deeper, and you have to really fill it out. It's like learning something new all over again, and you really have to see if you resonate with those cards, because what you're looking at when you're buying it, like if you buy it online and you like the way it looks versus, if you actually go somewhere and feel it and pick it up and you're drawn to it, that's different. But if you're online shopping and you're looking at something and it's visually pleasing, but then when you get it, you may not really like get that connection to it. So those of you that read tarot and know about tarot, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's just deeper than just grabbing like, oh, I'm gonna pick that tarot deck and then that's it. It's just so much. There's like and like I said, I have different decks for, I use them in different ways. But I don't know. We'll see if I purchase. I feel like I'm ready to purchase a new one, but I think I would rather, I don't know. I have to visually, like, I want to be able to pick it up and hold it in my hand to see if I feel like my energy and I connect with what I'm grabbing. So I don't know. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully I run into maybe a vendor or somebody that sells tarot cards, and maybe I can, actually shop with my own hands and eyes and get that connection. Hopefully, maybe sometime soon I'll run into something. But yeah, anyway, Friday Night Vibes. I even changed the picture because I was like looking at my page and I thought, that is repetitive. the thumbnail was a little bit repetitive, and it just kind of seemed like the same thing over and over, even though it was different titles. And in my brain, it didn't register well. I was like, I gotta switch this up because this is all just turning into just the same thing. And I don't know. For me personally, I didn't like it. So I was like, you know what? Let's just switch it up. So I took a picture of myself and boom, just kind of, you're getting a little, you're getting the one ideal, just a little bit of myself, just a little peek, just a smidge. That's what I like to say sometimes, just a smidge. Yeah, just a little peek of my eyeball. But yeah, that I don't know. I just wanted to sit here with you guys and vibe out. It's Friday night, and I don't know. Like I was thinking of going down the street, and they have the first Friday of every month they have karaoke. And so I was able to catch it last time. And I'm wondering if I should go and sit down over there and watch everybody sing and have a good time. I had a good time last time I went. I had some tacos and it was really great. I sat there and I was listening to everybody get up there, whether they could sing or not. Not. I mean, but it's fun though. That's not even the point, right? Karaoke is like you don't need to be a singer. You just get up there and sing, and it's fun. I've done it, and I know I fucking probably sound like I don't know, horrible, but it's okay. That's okay. It's just all about having that good time, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and really vibe out with you guys and just hang out. Actually, you can't see, but in front of me, I have American Gangster playing because I found that on, where did I find it at? I think Netflix. And I was like, what? Because I was looking for El Cantante, but I think they took it off Tubi. It was on Tubi, but I think they took it off, and my heart it shattered at that exact moment I found out it wasn't there. So I have to go in and really find it and look for it. So as I was looking for stuff, I did come across Goodfellas. That's another that's a hit right there. Do I amuse you? What the fuck is so funny about me? For those of you that know, Tommy. Oh, that guy is the epitome of gangster. That guy don't fuck around. I love it. Even in Casino, he's just the badass, right? He plays a good badass. I feel like, I don't know, when I'm watching him, like, it's like it's crazy. They really get into their roles and do a very good job. Well, he does. He does a really good job. Him, Robert De Niro. Oh, man. Ray Liotta. Awesome. I think he passed away, if I'm not mistaken. Ray Liotta. I think he did. But yeah, a lot of people have passed, and that kind of sucks. Especially when this year started, 2026, a lot of people passed away. Like, famous wise, like celebrity, like it was like one after another. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what happened? I'm pretty sure it was 2026 that it started happening, or was it beginning of 2025? I don't know. But either way, I think it was 2026. We lost a lot of people. And so, yeah, it's when the good ones go like that, those actors that, really, they're really good actors. And then when they pass, it sucks because it's like, it's an end of an era. There goes that, you know? And so it's hard to come across, like with these new actors, people that you can put them up there with like the great ones, It's hard. It's really hard. I mean, there are some out there, don't get me wrong, but I mean, when you're you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty have your classic great ones, right? Your classic great actors that are just staples in, Glenn Close, Sally Field, Sharon Stone, and oh my gosh, there's way more than that. My mind, I can't, it's like, I got the image of Wile E. Coyote. That's what my brain, it's so much stuff. And there is things there in the background, but he's running so fast, he's creating dust. It's just a wake of dust in his path that he's leaving behind. And that's me. Not Wile E. Coyote. Or the Roadrunner, not Wile E. Coyote, the Roadrunner, but the Roadrunner is just like That's how I feel sometimes. Like I just and cloud of smoke in my brain. So anywho, the point is taking it back. So I keep looking at my cards. I keep looking at my deck, and they are calling me. So at some point we're gonna pull some stuff. It'll probably be a lot of short little mini reads along the way, right? I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna do a lot of little short ones, you know? Let's see. I'm looking at the Faded Oracle, right? The Faded Love Oracle deck. That's a pretty cool picture. So I'm looking at that, and it's Friday night, and I linked the two in my brain and said, love, Friday night. Maybe some of you are getting Friday night. You're going to go meet your date, your hookup, somebody you met online. Somebody's going to take you out on a date. Somebody is going to wine and dine you tonight, or you're going to go party with your girlfriends or your guy friends and see who you can meet. Let's see. Who are you going to meet? What's the love energy vibe for that one wanted to come out for the collective out there for Friday night? What's up with the Friday night vibes and love? What are they gonna get themselves into? Ooh, I flipped that over while I was shuffling. What's this one? Self-love. Self-love and step back. Just stay home with your cat. Just this reads over. Oh my god. Step back and self-love. These fires. So that's still the energy out there. Allow divine timing for your right one to come to you. But whatever's coming in tonight on the Friday night is not looking good, people. If you got a kitty cat, stay home with your cat. Stay home with your cat. And you guys sit down and let your cat snuggle and love on you while you watch TV, eat popcorn and ice cream, because that's about as good as it's going to get for love on a Friday night. And whoever's approaching you tonight, step back. Oh man. Step away, people. Step away. It's not. May the odds be ever in your favor. What is that from? Hunger Games? The odds. Everdeen. Katniss Everdeen. Oh man. Tonight, I'm sorry guys, but you have a better luck at surviving Hunger Games than finding a good one tonight. Oh, sorry. Oh man. Hey, I told you, I'm not gonna lie. Whatever comes out in the cards, I am not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna say step back. And self-love is a go. That everything's all good. No, I will not tell you that, my friends. I will not tell you that. I will not sugarcoat shit on this channel. You're gonna get what you get. Like I said, a lot of you, if you're not liking the energy, it's because whoever is watching me or what, it's in that energy. It's the same repeated, the patterns, the mistakes, the toxicity, you know. And so for those of you that want love, splitting the deck, allow divine timing, you know, it is going to come for you. For those of you that really, really in due timing, you just gotta, the allow divine timing has been coming out a lot lately. And so that's telling me that it is on its way. You just got to continue with the self-love coming out all the time. That's I'm getting a download of it's like Spirit is saying continue to work on yourself and your healing. You know, maybe some of you are coming out of toxic situations, bad prior, you know, romances and relationships, and just continue to work on yourself. Continue to love on yourself. Allow divine timing. And in due time, those things will pan out for you, right? You just got to work on yourself. Work on yourself. As in the words of Rihanna. Work, 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 work. Ooh. I don't know. You guys, some of you guys going to a club? Some of you guys going to go dance? Do you like Rihanna? Are you listening to Rihanna right now? Work, 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 work. Uh-oh. It doesn't want to. It's like, what the heck? And looking at the cards, there it is. That's why. Red flags, thought it was a vibe. I come on, people. That's just more confirmation right there. Don't let somebody pull the wool over your eyes. I feel led to tell you that. Whoever you meet tonight, whoever is going to be all up in your Friday night, don't let them pull the wool over your eyes, especially if you're going to a club. Oof, wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't know. I got that in my head. Made the list, ignored it. Guilt avoidance, shut down. What are you guys feeling guilty about? What are you shutting down about? You have a lot of things to do and you know you do, but you're like, nah, fuck it, I'm just going to go out. We're all guilty of doing that, right? Nah. Like, fucking, I don't know why, but I want to say your blinker, your brake light, something with your car is like falling apart. It's like literally just hanging by a thread and you know you need to fix it. And you're like, nah, I'm still going to go out. Like things like that you need to tend to. And you're like, nah, you're kind of avoiding it. You're not really, you're just like, yeah, I see it, but I'm not going to fix it. I'll do it next weekend. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do it on Sunday. Are you guys like, and it's like all the shit you had planned during the week that you're like, okay, for sure this weekend I'm gonna fix this or do that, and then Friday night comes and you're like, fuck, I'll fix it Friday or I'll fix it Sunday, because Friday and Saturday are reserved for party time. Fuck it, I'll fix it Sunday, and then Sunday you're too hungover to do shit. Come on, don't lie. You know that is the truth, because that is the truth of a lot of people, right? That just is what it is, and that's what it is. Don't even lie. Don't even lie. Ay. Ooh, I'm watching an American Gangster where the cop just smacked his wife in the face. Ooh. Remember that part where he ends up sending a caged turkey with a bomb on the cop's car, and it blows up as soon as he opens the door, and then his freaking beautiful ass super sport or whatever kind of car he had, it fucking boom. It blew up. Why? Don't look at me. And the reason I'm saying that, I got American Me where he's like, you know how they say that saying, don't look at me, stupid. Ay. Okay, so I'm saying that because don't look at me is right here. Avoiding eye contact like a pro. Ooh, maybe you're going to run into... Okay, the first thing I got downloaded in my brain is you're probably going to be running into somebody tonight at a place where maybe your friends, their friends, you guys all hook up and link up, and maybe this is where you originally met your person, so you're... And it's going to be a time of, I know they're fucking there, but I'm not looking. And then you're like telling your girlfriends, hey, look, is he looking? Bitch, over there. Is he looking at me? Tell me, bitch, is he looking? Oh no. Or you're with your guy friends and you guys are all hanging out and your guy friends are encouraging you like, oh fuck, hey, she's here. Don't look. Don't look at me. What if I just put my glasses on and casually walk by them? Maybe they won't even notice it's me. Don't look at me. Avoiding eye contact like a pro. You might run into somebody tonight. Social anxiety, shame, and discomfort. Somebody that, maybe you met this person online. Maybe it was a bad connection. Just something that didn't pan out. Or maybe I'm getting in my brain, you guys met, did what you had to do. You guys linked up. You know, the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And then after that, it was like... nobody called nobody. It was kind of just like, okay, we know what we did, and we did it. And then after that, you end up running into this person and you're like, don't look at me, because you guys both feel that some type of discomfort, like a shame there. Like, damn. Damn. Like, you know what you did with this person and they know what they did with you. And then now you're running into them and it's awkward. And at the bottom of the deck, it's complicated, crying over situationships. You Did you guys hook up more than once and it was just a situationship? That's where they kept you at arm's length. And they were like, nope. And that's why it's bringing some type of discomfort or shame because you're like, fuck, I wasted my time on this person. What the hell was I thinking? Fatigued, drained, tired. What's going to happen after tonight? Friday night, you go out. Expect that feeling come Sunday. And then remember, for those of you that have weekends off, Monday is work. Yeah, so it's complicated. Somebody left you on red. It says right here, seen 2 days ago. So they never responded. Rejectment, emotional investment. Yeah, like I was saying, like you wasted all this time and nothing came out of nothing. It was like you hooked up, it was there, and that's when you realized at that moment it's not going nowhere and this person's not serious and they don't want to take me serious. And they do not want a relationship, and maybe you were really betting on that, right? You were really hoping that this person would, but somebody got blocked AF, cut off. Oof. And maybe because all of this happened, right? Because of the decisions we make, we're out there having a little bit too much fun. We end up running into that person, right? And then it's just like, it becomes I don't even want to look at you. But then you're worried about, is he looking at me? Is he looking at me? Bitch, tell me, is he looking at me? You run to the bathroom so you can fix yourself up real quick. Make sure you don't have lipstick going like across your face. It's like, that's funny. Yeah, so was this a situationship? Ooh, that's why the cards earlier said step back and self-love. Stay home with your cat. Let's dig back into what we were just talking about. These were the cards that came out when I first this literally flipped while I was shuffling, and it stayed nicely in its place and was like, here you go. So this one came out first, the step back and the self-love. So I think I presented this. No, I don't know. No, I think it was a step back that flipped. But anywho, the point is these two came out. But then I was like, yeah, just stay home with your cat tonight because there ain't nothing good out there for you. And maybe that's why, because you're going to run into somebody you do not want to run into tonight. And that was a prior situationship, left you crying, and somebody got blocked. Ay, ay, ay. You guys, what do you have me reading? Yeah, but it's all good, right? It's all good. It happens. And so we got to learn from our past mistakes, right? And so, yeah, step back. So just stay home. Just stay home with your cat. If you have a cat, dog, stay home. Even your cat's probably looking at you right now when you're getting ready, like, hey, she's going to fucking do it again. Then she's going to come home and complain and tell me all about it. And then I'm going to see her crying 2 days from now. And she's sitting there telling me all her fucking problems. Is that what's going to happen? Your cat or your dog is going to be like, again. Don't they fucking ever learn? Right? If our animals, our pets could speak, woo, what would they say? If they could actually get online and create channels, what would they say about us? Dish out all them secrets, all the shit talking, all the stuff that nobody hears, only your pets, right? It's crazy that I'm talking about pets and how the cat came out and I'm thinking about pets. It's crazy because earlier I was cleaning my house, right? I was dusting my entertainment center and I came across, so my son, he had a Cane Corso, beautiful dog, beautiful, beautiful dog. My son is absolute dog whisperer. He is the next Cesar Millan. And so he grew extremely, this was his baby. He bought him when he was a puppy from a breeder. And so unfortunately, he lost him a year later. He didn't even have him for 2 years, I don't think. And so he passed as a puppy. And his name was Mufasa. And Mufasa was a beautiful, beautiful dog. So beautiful. And as so my son, I helped my son. So my son, because he needed some funds to cremate him, and so he's in a wooden box with his a gold plaque with his name on the top. And when I was, cleaning my entertainment center, I was shining up his box and cleaning him, and I started talking to him, and I want to cry. So I was like, keep protecting my son because I know you go with him everywhere he goes. No, he wasn't here for long, but he was a chosen one. Like he came for a little bit, but he was meant to go back to the spiritual realm so he can be your angel and protect you. And I know it's rough. It's rough because it's like, well, but why even give him to me in the first place if he was just going to go away, right? But I don't know. I really do think that though, once they go on, right, back to where they came from, they become our guides and our angels and they protect us and look out for us because that's what they do when they're here on earth, right? And so, for those of you that have pets, man, that's funny because I'm taking it back to my son's his box, and it's right there, and I hold on to him because right now, my son, he's gonna be pretty soon doing his thing, and so eventually at some point I'm gonna give him Mufasa back. But I have him here with me right now. But as I was cleaning, I was talking to him, and I had a little conversation. So I don't know. Maybe some of you are pet lovers, or you lost a pet recently, and if you did, I'm sorry. Those pets are beautiful, but they're pure loyalty, right? And I think too that's it's like sometimes I feel like animals are just so much better than humans. They're just by far they're beautiful and pure loyalty. You cannot find loyalty like that in people, you know, even down to your own spouse. Like it's unfortunate, but honestly, for the majority of us, right? It's like that loyalty, that love that you find with your pet. It's like when you form that bond, it's like no other. The fact that they're just so loyal, it's beautiful. It's cute. So yeah, so that is, I don't know. I don't know, but for some of you, maybe that's your go-to, right? When you guys come back from the bars or the clubs and you're like your pet sees you staggering in the middle of the night. But you know what? They're right there by the door waiting for you, aren't they? They're right there, tail wagging and all. Except for them cats. Them cats are feisty. They make you work for their love. But at the end of the day, they still love you. They just act like bitches. Fucking brats. I love cats. I had cats, and yeah, my mom really didn't care for dogs, so I never had a dog. But then eventually, my pops ended up getting a dog, and yeah, it was his most best friend ever. But then he passed away too. He lived a nice, full, long life, and then he passed, and my dad's heart absolutely broke. And yeah, but cats, yeah, they make you work for their love and their affection. They give you affection when they feel like it, and they don't always show you love like a dog because they're just bratty and bitchy. Some of them are very loving, and most of them are not. They're very like, "Nah, don't touch me, don't touch me because I will scratch an eye out." Yeah, super super loving. Animals can be very therapeutic. So I don't know. For those of you, I don't know why I'm just talking about animals right now, but for those of you that feel I don't know, that need, you feel like maybe you want a companion or you need one, or you're like thinking of getting a cat or a dog or a bird or fish or I don't know, whatever that looks like for you. But if you are, I don't know, maybe that spirit saying, go ahead and, you know, I'm hearing the song, How Much is the Doggy in the Window? Maybe some of you are thinking of getting a puppy. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So Friday night vibes, and this is the vibes that are going on with Friday night, and it looks like ain't shit out there. but old past hookups. So just know, I warned you. I told you. I told you. Somebody's going to be like, and if this person tries to creep back, you better, you better act like the cat at home and be like, don't touch me. you better, you better scratch an eye out. Just kidding. Don't do that. But no, it doesn't work that way. You don't get to do this to me and make me cry and put me in a situationship. And I'm looking at the word ignored. So maybe when they see you, they're going to ignore you. The avoiding eye contact. And then you don't get to try to talk to me after all of that. Because let's be serious. Sometimes, you could be guilty of, you let somebody treat you like shit. And then, you teach them that, oh, it's okay to treat me like shit because she or he is going to talk to me again the next time I try to come back. And then your heart that is chained up like this over this person, you allow them to do that. And it's a repetitive toxic cycle, people. And so don't allow this person to have access to you whatsoever. I think not. Heck no. It's a no. It is a no, people. That is a no. Definitely not. Let's see. What do we got? We got Mystic Rose. That's what we got. Mystic Rose. And I told myself, turn. There it is. Yee! But it came out in the reverse. So maybe some of you, maybe you shouldn't go to this party because, you can end up coming home crying. I don't know where it went. Hold on, people. And I gotta look for it. Gossip, people. Ooh, a lot of gossiping going on at this party. Ooh, that's not good. What is this? Spreading rumors, petty conversations, smearing your image, and making you the fool. Did something happen at a party? And maybe this person said, yeah, I met her at a party and XYZ happened, and they're just spreading all kinds of gossip about you. That's what I'm getting. Spreading rumors, petty conversations, smearing your image, making you the fool. And I'm feeling led to tell some of you that if you are going out tonight, you are going to a party or wherever it is that you are going, be careful of what you do. Pictures, smearing your image online, even taking a picture of you, maybe not at your best, getting a little crazy with it. And then you end up on Instagram or some social media, like, oh, look at what she did at that party. And then somebody posts that. So just kind of be careful, be wary, you guys, of what you're doing tonight. Or even just this weekend in general, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, just be careful. It's the weekend, right? It's Friday. A lot of people go out on Friday. Yeah. So I'm here to tell you what's going on with that. I'm curious. I'm being nosy and I want to know what that is. The party and the gossip, that could be a lot of things. But I'm seeing right here, my mind is drawn to the wine glasses. See how, like, when you go to a bar or a club and they're all right there hanging upside down? When you go out, it says have fun, clubbing, risky, fun with friends. But see that word risky? What is this? Party gossip, risky. Oh, dang. Hold on, guys. These are falling on the floor. Wow. In the upright. Love affairs. Temptations. Flirting and giving into pleasure. Ooh, that's what this is about. Eesh. Look out, you guys. Be careful. Whatever you do, because you might end up in one of these and crying and then end up this way when the deed is done. All right, there's that, and that went flying out. And then I realized when I looked down at the floor, this also popped out in the reverse. Wishing, praying, hope, faith in the reverse. What is that? Okay. It's in the reverse, and it just fell out of my hands. So it fell on top of the situationship. So maybe you've lost all hope when it comes to this person. Maybe you were wishing it did work out and it didn't. Something you were praying for, something you hoped, something, maybe you thought this was your person. Whoever this was, they put you through the ringer, because I keep seeing the image of they're crying, looking at their phone and crying, receiving text messages or not receiving them at all, because the same 2 days ago, because they're leaving you on red, they have you blocked. And so this is really striking a chord in your heart. You're absolutely heartbroken, right? So maybe that's why you're going out tonight, so you could get out of that, that sadness. And that's what a lot of us do, right? But be careful when you do that. Don't go and make some bad choices at this party. Just be very careful what you do and who you do it with. All right? Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, this looks great. That doesn't look good. Party. Gossip. Forbidden. Right? And then we got right here, faith in the reverse. That's a good card, and it showed up in the reverse. That's scary. What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, there's my Muse card. I was talking about this in the Libra read. Maybe some of you are Libras. Maybe you've watched my Libra reading. Maybe finding inspiration from the tragedy is your heartbreak. And so you're not really looking to do anything right now because you feel shut out from the world. You're kind of just like hibernation mode, and you want to crawl under a rock when someone makes you feel that way. They break your heart. Maybe it's your Muse's tragedy right now. I'm seeing the rose, but it's fell to the floor. And in my mind, I'm getting the movie Selena when they throw the rose and she watches it land at her feet. I'll be dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, 'cause there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and me. Aww, rest in peace, Selena. Selena's. Aww, rest in peace. She was a beautiful, beautiful woman and made very beautiful music. Maybe some of you are Selena fans. I heard that song as soon as I seen the rose drop to the floor, because that's what they showed in the movie, right? And at that moment, the song played. Aww. And their romance with, who she kept trying to be with, she was fighting really hard for that connection. Maybe that's what you did. You fought really hard for this connection, and it left you heartbroken, and it ended up going nowhere, right? She had a lot of struggle with her and Chris, right? They struggled just to be together. Maybe you've seen it as a struggle just to be with this person, because I was talking about runner-chaser dynamic. Maybe they were a runner. You just couldn't get them to connect or commit, right? No commitment there. And you're like, oh, can't get this person to commit for the life of me. What is going on? Yeah, what is going on? Let's, okay, I might mess these up. I just need a bigger space. I need a bigger space. We're going to put these over here, okay? They're not going to go nowhere. They're going to be right there for reference. You could see it a little bit. And then maybe if I do that. And then here we go. And here we go, right? And here we go. There's your 3. And then you have at the bottom of the deck, there's your blocked, right? We're going to throw that in the mix of the chaos. Unfortunately, I'm seeing the need in my head to split the deck again. Okay, we're splitting it again. We're splitting it again for whatever rhyme or reason. And I seen that in my head earlier, and I don't know if I said it, but drama. I don't know if I said it, but I know in my head drama. Ooh, this is gonna be drama. I look, it doesn't want to connect. It's not. Don't force it. It's not. Don't. If you run into this person, let it be done and gone. Do not let this person try to come back. Do not let them try to sway you with their bullshit, because that's all it is. It's the same bullshit, just different day. I got that. It's the same shit. It's the same thing, right? Don't let them make you feel any type of other way. Wolf in sheep's clothing, people, okay? Wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't know why I want to put it to you like that, but I do. And so take that. Wolf in sheep's clothing. All right. Thames. I want to say Thames. And then I'm hearing the song "Me and You." She does beautiful music. She collaborated, I believe, with oh God, what's his name? Drake, and he also with what's his name with that one song? No. It's like oh, I need you, girl, I need you now. Forgot the name. Sorry. But I hear the song in my head. Maybe you guys like that music, those songs, or you like Thames just in general. Thames, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's actually a really good artist, beautiful singer. Working out, begging, and negotiating, having to beg this person, and this is the one that popped out: trapped, stuck, locked down, mental prison, captive. Okay, so I'm getting in my head this right here. Okay, block, lockdown, mental prison, captive. See how in this one I noticed the chains in the heart, right? The heart's wrapped up in chains. It's almost like they're stuck in their emotions. This person has them feeling trapped. This person has you feeling trapped in your emotions and your head. It's like you're just ruminating on this shit all the time, constantly looking at your phone, constantly, you're just this and crying. This person has you in your feels a lot. You're listening to your music, maybe things you guys used to listen to together, or a song that played when you guys met, or something you danced to, or there's songs that remind you of this person, something with Thames, something with Drake, something with, oh gosh, I forgot the other artist. On the cover, there's a picture of him. I forgot the, man, I can't get the title, but for whatever reason, Spirit doesn't want me to know that title or the artist. The point is, it's just, okay, so trapped. You're in the motions and the feels with the music, and and they're having you in this like on repeat. I want to say it like that, on repeat in your brain, on repeat with the songs, on repeat, right? Because we can do that, be on repeat with those songs, especially when we're in a heartbreak phase. The shit's just on repeat, kind of like doing it to ourselves, keeping ourselves stuck in those emotions. What else? For whoever this resonates for, take this all how it resonates, and what else to this story that they need to know? What else is going on? What's going on with this person? Why the blocking? What's going on? Why the situationship? Why the blocking? The situationship? Why? Ay, that's a lot. Okay, so because that's so many, we're gonna go all in the upright. Okay, so let's see how this is working out. What this is saying: shattered, crushed, sadness, broken heart, panic attack. Ooh, maybe you guys, okay, signs, synchronicities. This could be, it's also popped out in a prior love read. This could be your synchronous, this could be your sign right here, what I'm telling you, if any of this resonates with you, okay? Family, maybe this person had already a family. Maybe their ex is still involved. I was saying in the prior read that there's just exes that are still all up in the mix, and they're just not out of they're not out of that energy with that person. And so this is thus the reason for the situationships, right? They just keep you at arm's distance and arm's length all the time because they know they're tied or connected to something else. Anchor, hold it together, getting a grip, heaviness, and chained up. Here we go with the chained. Lockdown, captive, mental prison, chained up. Your heart right here is just going through a lot. It's hard for you to hold it together, right? This person got you really, really, really in your head and your feels. And then we got present, feeling the moment, becoming aware today in the now. Ooh, so this is timeline. To me, right away, this is saying, at some, this is going to happen soon. And it's in the now. It could be at maybe tonight when you go out, or tomorrow night, sometime this weekend. This is what's coming towards you, and it's in the now. Becoming aware, feeling the moment today in the now. There's another card in here that gives like timeline, and when that jumps out, I really pay attention to it because it's calling out. Like the other card I believe is foresight, and that's few days to few weeks, few months. So when those cards come out, I really do take that at face value, and okay, this is something that's spirit saying it's going to happen soon. It's be ready. Deja vu, thus the moments of being on repeat with the songs and the memories and the thinking and crying and looking at your phone. Deja vu, there's history, right? Happened in the past. Repeated patterns, that's very important. Okay, repeated patterns. And I was just talking to you guys about that saying, you teach this person how to treat you when you keep allowing them to come back. Okay, don't allow this person access to you any longer because you're teaching them a pattern of how to treat you, and they always feel like they have that, how do you say, like they have that access to you, like a kind of almost like VIP. They can just bypass the line and come right into your heart and sit in front row, right? They feel entitled. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. Entitled to you, like they're entitled to come back each and every time, right? Do not, I'm hearing the music, the song in the background, and right as I said that, he got really strong with his voice. When they hit those music where it's very soulful and you could hear it, kind of like Etta James when she's singing her song, when she's talking about, when I'm seeing Cadillac Records, when she's singing the song, right? At the very end, and or even when he first meets her and he's making her sing the song, and he's telling her, like, remember how you felt, because I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I need to feel it. Like, come on, dig up those emotions. I don't believe you, like sing it from your soul. So it's like, there's a lot of, it's like you feel a lot of passion when it comes to this person, but this person it's like, no. And I'm hearing right now the soulful, he's getting loud with it. Let me lower it because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, let me see who this is. I am very curious. Let's be nosy, shall we? Because he's speaking to me. Crazy. The Teskey Brothers. So I have a song for you guys. The Teskey Brothers, Pain and Misery. That's the song. Ooh, Pain and Misery. Wow. Pain and misery, guys. Pain and misery. And that's what this situationship brings you. I'm very sorry, though, for that, because I've been in those situations. Okay. So I have to do something really quick. Just stay here for one quick sec. Keep my chair warm, and I'll be right back because I just remembered that I have something over here that I need to move. Thank you so much for keeping my chair warm, but I had to get up and do something. I forgot completely that I had to get something done. And my brain keeps forgetting, and then I remember and forget, and then I remembered again. So I was like, you know what? I better do this. Sorry. But anywho, my shirt is crooked. I can't have that. My Virgo is panicking. Ah, get it together. It's panicking. It's panicking. Lilith, honey, get it together, sweetie. Get it together. Why does my shirt look crooked? She looks like not straight. Is it just me or no? She looks like not straight. There. Now she's straight. I swear. I don't know what's wrong with me. I do that so much. It's like the other video prior. I don't know what it was like a couple videos back. I was like really picking at my collar. It was just like, oh, it was really irritating me, and I can get like that. Sorry, people. It is the Virgo in me. So yeah, this is an unfortunate situation. So I feel led to tell you, if you run into this person, which might be sometime soon, do not allow them access to you. Okay, repeated patterns is a no. That's a no go. Okay, no, 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 no. We don't want repeated patterns. We want to heal ourselves. We want to do a lot of this, self-love ourselves, right? Heal from all of this bullshit. Because when we start to do that, then that energy, then I'll be able to pick up on that when that's starting to happen, and you're putting yourself in a situation to be ready to receive new love, but you got to heal yourself in order to put yourself in that position, in that line of, in that path of receiving new love. But you have to be ready, and in order to do that, you have to heal. You can't jump on that path and say I want new love, but walk in with a lot of past baggage and bullshit and pain, and and you didn't heal anything from this or the ones prior to that. Because if this is a repeated pattern, these situationships can be constant for you, people in and out, constant runners, and you're just constantly chasing. So it's time also with this card that came out earlier. Maybe this is also for you, for you to look at it in a way as don't just step away from the person, step back in general. Look, assess, reevaluate your toxicity, look at your patterns, step back and really take a look at your patterns in your love life so you can heal from that and line yourself in the correct path to receive new love. And then that's when all this changes, right? These reads may change for you because the energy out there is like, and then doing a lot of this constantly, but you're not healing. Like, it's fine to do this. I'm not saying don't do this and become a hermit and fucking live like that. No, don't stick yourself under a rock or in a cave. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is to, it's okay, but, like, just balance and don't ignore what needs to be healed, and don't go and do this just to invite and meet someone else and then put yourself back into it's complicated situationships. Okay, so In order, you got to heal. But it's okay to do this, right? It's okay to party and go out and have fun. We all do. It's fine. But just bring balance into your love life. With If you tend to meet people that way when you're out, and it's becoming a pattern. 10001, as I said that. I don't know. That's funny because in my last read it was 10000. So, for those of you that know, look it up, because when I channel and get messages and signs and synchronicities, write it down, look it up later after the read is over, so you could see, okay, at that point when she said that, what was she saying, and what does this sign mean? What does it mean? Piece it all together for yourself. But yeah, going out, and if you're picking up on people and you're noticing it's just a repeated pattern, but you're not really getting anywhere with these people you're meeting out there, well, then maybe it's time to, like, okay, it's okay to go out there, have your fun, do your thing, but don't do this every time you go out, where it's constant, it's a sexual thing where you're just picking up to pick up. And so you don't want to have to deal with the situationships, and because you're not really pulling yourself out of anything and feeling better about yourself. It's just you're inviting someone else in with their toxicity and yours, and you're colliding the two, and you're causing more. I'm seeing a snowball in my mind. I'm seeing the dung beetle. When the dung beetle, don't they roll up shit in balls, and it's really big, and the beetle is like small, but that's what they do. Oh my goodness. Why did I see that? Is that what that is? Hold on. Pause. Wait a minute. Pause, 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 pause. We have to look that up, guys. I don't know if that was right what I said, but let's see. What does the dung beetle do?
By recycling nutrients and improving soil quality, they collect, roll, and bury animal waste to use as a food source or a brooding chamber for the.
They collect, roll, and bury animal waste. So they do collect shit. And that's what's happening. It's turning into just one big pile of shit that you collect whenever you keep uh, going out there and just bringing somebody home, and meeting people, loveless connection. You're just hooking up, and and then all of a sudden it just becomes a pattern for you, and maybe you're really truly in your heart you're looking for love, and you're like, damn, what's wrong? Why can't I find, and why do I keep attracting the same kind of person? But that's why, because you're not healed. And so we get ourselves into this big old rut with the same shit, just different people, but you're running into the same issues. And so that's a lot of where your problem is stemming from. Yes, I get it. That love, that true love, right? And so we find it really hard to grasp and get. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves, why? Is it something that I'm doing? What is there a recognize the pattern? Because if there is a pattern there, that's your sign and synchronicity, right? When a pattern takes shape, I'm seeing a geometric pattern in my head. And so when a pattern takes shape, like a specific pattern, like if you put a frequency on, like salt on a plate, and vibrate it at a specific frequency, it starts to generate a geometric pattern. But it's the same pattern, right? Every time you put it on that same vibration, it gives you the same pattern. It's not going to change. And that's the way you got to look at it too with ourselves, right? And also, I'm feeling led to say the vibration. What frequency are you are you on? Are you vibrating at a high frequency? Is it low? And you'll know by what you're attracting into your life. Those that are vibrating at a real high frequency, they're going to attract great things, right? Those that are at a low, it doesn't look so good. But I don't know, if maybe some of you guys are into that, like really a believer in the energy and what we attract. And I don't know, so maybe you might want to look into that, because I'm seeing the word pattern again in my mind. So obviously there's a pattern there with you. You just have to figure out what that pattern is, and there's going to be your answer. Okay? That is going to be your answer. All right, guys. That was your love portion, because I know a lot of you want to hear about love, and I get really like, to do that, because sometimes it's, it's not always going to be the best and the greatest. And for it being a Friday night, we're like, man, we're vibing here, we want to hear. Look, I split the deck into gossip again. Be careful what you do out there. Okay, don't end up on social media running away, emptiness, invisible, feeling cutting off. That could be that blocked. Whoever this person is, that's how they're making you feel, right? Like you just don't even exist, right? You invested all that time, or you gave 100% and they gave fucking nothing. And the way it happens, and it sucks that it happens that way, but I'm gonna give pink world oracle cards. Any advice towards their, what they can do for themselves, any type of motivation or something maybe that they can take away. Oh, okay. Oh, come on, people. Looking right at me. Oh, Mufasa heard me earlier. He's here with me in the read. For some of you, just stay home with your puppy. Love on your doggy, because your doggy's going to love you back until you find healing. And then, if your dog ever wanted to bite somebody you brought home, I don't know why I feel led to say this, but if they ever wanted to bite somebody, your dog is telling you right there, get this dude or girl out of here. Because animals are very sensitive to that. They can pick up things we can't. They have senses beyond. They're very, very intelligent. Animals, we don't give them enough credit for what they smell and feel and sense and hear and see. And the fact that they cannot, a dog cannot speak, but still they show you their intelligence in many ways. We just don't, a lot of us don't see it. We don't pick up on it. We're not really looking at the signs, right? It's not that your dog is just barking to be annoying. Your dog's barking for a reason. So I'm feeling led to tell somebody that if you bring somebody home and your dog's going off, you best believe you better tell that person the way they came in, they can get out. Because your animal is telling you they're protectors of you. You're their number one to protect. And if they're barking like crazy, they need to show themselves out of that door. Yeah. And so I haven't even read the card yet, but I'm getting all the imagery, right? It's speaking volumes. And remember when I told you earlier, just stay home with your pets, your animals, eat your popcorn and eat your ice cream. I believe I said something to that. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Was it this read or no? I think it was. This right here is telling me either way, regardless what I said earlier, it's just open up that ice cream, watch a good movie, right? Maybe a rom-com and some ice cream, or a comedy or an action movie, some Marvel. I don't know, whatever you like. Taking a good movie with your doggy, with your loved pet, your animal, with your little fur babies. Sit there and, binge with your little fur baby tonight. Yeah, so or maybe this is something that this is what you do every time your heart gets broken. Right? And they're right there with you, suffering the heartbreak with you. They're right there to heal you and help you. And, they can bring a lot of healing also. Animals are really good healers. Beautiful what an animal, especially a dog, can do for you. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so we have Mystic. Oh wait, let's. Since this is all uh, imagery that I'm getting, see how she has her headphones on and she's vibing out to the music. I did make reference to songs. Maybe if it feels good for you to, if that's puts you in a good energy listening to music, right? And just kind of chilling tonight, listening to music, vibing out with your little doggy, eating some ice cream, watching some movies. That looks like a good night, right? Yeah, so let's see what this all means though. Let's look at little puppy. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck is Velvet Revolt. We'll get to that in a sec. But I really want to see what little puppy has to say. Oh, it's so cute. He reminds me of a doggy that I once had, and unfortunately, I don't have him anymore. He is still here on this earth, thank God, but I just couldn't keep him anymore. That was a huge heartbreak for me. Actually, it's hard for me to look at this card because I want to cry. But anywho, Mystic Harmony. Cultivate balance in your life. Identify areas where you can create more equilibrium. What does equilibrium mean? Balance. It's telling you twice. Cultivate balance in your life. Okay, so this prior video that I had done earlier was talking about creating balance in your life when it comes to some type of addiction and whatever that looks like for you. And maybe I even talked about sex addiction. Just super quick. It was just a quick reference because I don't know, but the whole point is having like maybe there's something 1:11:33 on the clock as I'm saying this. Go ahead and write that down and then look that up later. 1:11:33. Yeah, so I was talking about that, and not that I'm saying you guys are or do have that problem. What I'm saying is I'm bringing it out. It's all tying into like some type of, because it's saying right here, identify areas where you can create more balance in your life, and I talked about that in the prior read. And the reason I talked about that is because some type of what we're doing in our lives that is toxic, and trying to find balance to overcome those things. And that toxic thing can look like a lot of different things for each and every one of you, right? There could be, I mean, there's just so many things. You can't really pinpoint the one, but in the read, I was channeling certain things, but overall, that's what I was talking about. And so it says identify areas where you can create more equilibrium, such as work and personal time. So with your personal time and work, maybe seeing how they put the puppy in the picture, that's your personal time, right? And so, yeah, you do your 9 to 5, you work hard, and maybe that's where we tell ourselves, oh, I earned the right to go out and I'm going to go out, but then mistakes happen every time we do. Maybe we're just, it just doesn't pan out very well for us. And so maybe establishing more of a home life, like where you kind of tone down the partying just a little bit, if that resonates with you. And then we got Vivid Rebel. That ice cream looks good. And I have ice cream in my refrigerator. I have Rocky Road and it sounds good. Let your creativity flourish. Work on a personal project or a craft that allows you to express your innermost thoughts and feelings. And journaling. Maybe making music, because I'm looking at the imagery on this card. Maybe some of you are into creating music, your own. Maybe you guys have songs on Spotify, or maybe that's something that you like to do or you thought of doing. I don't know. What sparks your interest? What kind of craft or hobby? Maybe start looking into that so you could get your mind attuned into something else, and this could help bring you into balance. That's what this channel is, right? The alchemy of acrimony. Acrimony is, what the bad feelings that we're feeling, right? And we can feel that with a lot of different things. Mine was with my divorce, right? The ultimate, the heartbreak, that was my acrimony. And so if that's what it is for you also, through your own personal heartbreak, you can get those feelings and alchemize them, turn them into something beautiful. Your passion, music, journaling, writing, dancing, I don't know. That list also goes forever. And then we have tap into your core energy, engage in a physical activity. That invigorates you, helping you feel more connected. That's earlier I kept wanting to say connect. And that's why, because it's right here. Tap into your core energy. And we're talking about energy just prior, you know, how, what frequency, what are we attracting? You know, it's all about our energy and what we're putting. And so it says engage in a physical activity that invigorates you, helping you feel more connected to your inner vitality. There it is right there. That's awesome. I'm seeing the, oops, I'm seeing the light behind her head, and that reminds me of those bright lights that people use when they, maybe you have a channel, maybe you like to maybe you create content online. Yeah, and so we got that, and then at the bottom of the deck, I did not forget, there we go, Velvet Revolt. And so this reminds me of crushed candy, like a pink candy, and then you take it and crush it. Have you ever seen a candy maker bring it fresh, like just make it out in the pan flat and fresh, and then they take a little, like a metal like spear type thing, and then they just start stabbing at it, and then it breaks up, shatters like glass. I think that's pretty cool. I like to see videos online videos, like watching candy makers or chocolatiers. Oh my gosh. And mind you, I love chocolate. Chocolate is chocolate. I love chocolate. So yeah. Oh, maybe I'm saying that because some of you, popcorn, chocolate, I don't know, chips, candy, soda, your puppy, your little fur baby, maybe that, I don't know, maybe that's will do you some good, you know. Address a long-standing issue with courage, have a direct conversation to clear the air and make way for resolution. Maybe if you run into this person, you do have a long-standing conversation that has to happen over a long-standing issue, and you're like, you got a list of, I see in my head a scroll, and it's like you're fully, it's like you drop it to the floor, but it keeps rolling all the way to like the horizon. It just never ends. That's your list of words you have for this person that broke your heart. Oh, the things you would say if you could say them, right? Like, I got some fucking words for you. If I run into, maybe you're telling your friends, if I run in, like if you're telling your girlfriends, if I fucking run into him, guess what? I'm going to tell him. Oh, maybe your friends are giving you advice on what to say. They're like, "Ooh, girl, no, this is how you say it. This is what you need to do." It reminds me of there's an online personality that's really funny, and he like puts a wig on with the falling eyelashes, and he's always like making fun of toxic situationships. And he's always calling his girlfriend, and he's got his eyelash hanging. He's like, "Bitch." No, you know what I'm talking about. That shit is 18. Oh shit, 1:18 on the clock. I don't know, look that up. You know what I'm saying when I'm saying that. Bitch. Did you see him? Did he go out? Who is he with? I'm gonna drive by his house right now. Is that one of those situations? Do you watch this person I'm talking about? I think you know who I'm talking about. He's pretty funny. It's comedy, right? Making fun of it, but at the same time, it's fucking truth. It's like, oh shit. It's kind of, there's a lot of truth behind everything he jokes about. Okay, so Velvet Revolt, yeah. So you have Velvet Revolt. You're at war with this person in your mind. You have a lot of things you want to go off. There you go. You just want to go off. Steer clear of the banana. For my ladies and my gents, whichever way this, take it how it resonates, just stay clear of the banana. No banana for you. You know what? Nope. We're not going to let the banana go. We are going to, as a reminder, That was funny, but that was the first thing I thought about when I seen it. And I was like, wait, you know what? That is a strong message for some of you. If you see this person again and they give you all those beautiful little bullshit words that they always do and they reel you back in, right? Like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Bitch, stay clear of the banana. No banana for you. Remember that. It is not banana time if you run into this person, okay? Take that how it resonates. If that resonates for you, stay clear of the banana. No banana for you. What does this even say? Mystic pulse. Maybe your pulse goes crazy when you see this person, and that's why you want to get on the banana. Do not do it. Okay? I don't care how good this person smells, how good they look, how nice their hair is, the way they're dressed, however, whatever. You do not. That is a no. I'm getting that when they do the it's wrong. Like when you're watching I got that show in my head. Oh gosh. Where they do it's a Family Feud. There you go. And then when they get the thing wrong and the red X shows up, that's what I seen in my mind, and that show came into my head. Okay, when you see this person, no banana. No, it is not. It is not banana. That is not one of the words up there. Okay. You're wrong. So please, please steer clear of this person and their banana. King of Wands. King of Wands energy. No. You better remember, if this resonates with you and that happens, you better remember the banana. And I said no. Spirit said no. You see it? We're gonna leave the banana right there. No. Woo! Actually, no. I said it in front of my sage for a reason. Woo! It's there for a reason, guys. I said it in front of my sage for a reason. We're gonna sage that banana. Sage the banana. Don't allow my viewer, for whoever this resonates with, no banana. Maybe you should carry some sage with you and light it when they try to come in front of you and be like, hey, like, oh, light that sage. Like, get away. You and all your demons. Get away from me. Look the other way, bitch. Run, Forrest, run. Sage the banana. No, we do not need to enter into toxic patterns and toxicities with the same person or whoever other person. We just no. All right, we got to break free. We got to cut loose from that and just look. For those of you that really, really, really want to call in love, man, we just gotta, cleanse and clear and purge some of the toxicity and the toxic partners and the past, and don't allow them to come back. Just close that door and let it be closed. Just, it's done. It's over. Goodbye. Right? All right. That is all that I have for you. I think I'm going to get some of my dinner. I did make that sockeye salmon. Oh, I made that with some white rice. I didn't put anything in my rice though. No butter, none of that. But I did put some butter on my fish. It's that grass-fed butter. That's really big with the keto diet. So I put a little bit of that. Oh, I let my fish cook and it is ready to eat. I am hungry and I want to catch a movie and some popcorn and ice cream. And I know I just got done saying that I eat like shit, right? But I did have a healthy dinner, and actually that's all I'm having to eat today. I fasted breakfast, lunch. All I had was coffee. So maybe I'll just pick a little small bowl of popcorn and I'll steer from the ice cream. Maybe I won't. I'll wait on the ice cream till maybe a couple weeks and then I'll dive into all that sweet stuff again. But yeah, maybe just a little small bowl of popcorn right after I finish my meal. my fish, my white rice. I'm not even supposed to be eating the rice, but like I said, I fasted breakfast, lunch. So yeah. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna watch a movie, maybe a rom com. I was trying to find El Cantante and I couldn't find it. So maybe it's just because I need to steer into a different category. Maybe I need to go into, a funny rom com. Let's see what pops up, right? All right. So for those of you that maybe are sitting in on this beautiful Friday night and doing what I'm doing, then that's good. That's good for you guys. Cool. Sometimes we need that rest, just chill for a little bit and work on ourselves, right? And so, thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you, and for hanging out with me on a Friday night, right? Friday night vibes. So, it was really cool. Thank you all for keeping me company yet again. You guys always do, right? Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for, if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And if any of my videos help you in any way, shape, or form, I also am very grateful for that. And so, I don't know, I guess we'll meet again whenever we do, right? God willing. So, everybody be safe, be careful out there on this crazy Friday night with these toxic people, right? With their toxic banana. And just stay safe out there, everybody. Have your fun, but stay safe, okay? And thank you all again for joining me, and have a great, beautiful, beautiful night wherever you're at, day, night, whatever. But just have a good one, guys. And I'll see you again next time.